Yeah, goes in third up here and back down in grade from a benchmark 70 to 64 today. It wasn't a bad effort last start. Did win third up last preparation and clocked the best sort of last 4 and 200 last time out. So I don't think, if you're having a trifecta or first four, it might be one to consider in a wide open affair.
Here's the favourite for the race, Battle Camp. He was very solid and strongly backed at his first run. He won well, like a horse that was going to get over further. He was still yet to furnish up. Interesting where he lands in the run here. I'm suggesting he's probably going to go a fair way back, Clint.
Yeah, well, he sat 3 deep and won quite comfortably last start, didn't he? I mean, it was a dominant performance. Obviously, the wraps on him, and great to see the Freedman's backing Group 1 winning glory recently with obviously Ivanhoe yesterday, and more recently another Group 1 race. So Battle Camp looks a huge chance to go again. But I just thought at the price from the gate after a lengthy absence, this is a step up for sure.
Then we go to number 4, Strike Force. He's had the one run back. He's always shown good potential, and he draws the pole.
Yeah, draws ideally, and as a result, I think merits plenty of respect. Goes in second up as well, beaten by a subsequent winner in Cool World, who came out and won well a few days ago. So looks a top chance in the race. Best
Hoffer was scratched to avoid wet tracks, and then he went to Pakenham last Sunday and was a late scratching in the yard.
That's the sort of, we got kicked there, so that was unfortunate. But he beat Sacred Days, who came out and annihilated opposition, albeit on the synthetic, but it was a good performance and ran on really well last start. So I think there's more to offer, and it might be decent odds here. Got out to $12.
June and number 6, they've kept him to around this trip for his last few runs, culminating in a win at Werribee.
Yeah, it goes around for the career start number 12, and last start winner, like you said, and coming back in distance. I'm not sure if that's necessarily ideal, but even though it was just a benchmark 58 last start, it was an impressive performance.
Chilean Wonder, a horse who's going to get over much more ground this preparation.
Yeah, and it's resuming, it's looking for further, and at each of its previous 2 preparations, it certainly needed the opening run.
Yeah, Sharon Sampson's got to be a chance in this race, Clint. I've always liked her as a mare. At Ballarat, she got out late and flashed, and I think she just died on a run the last little bit, being off that long break.
Perhaps, but I'll tell you, she should have nearly won, shouldn't she? She got back, and like you said, and ran on really well. So you'd imagine she'd be a little bit fitter here, and she could go close.
Mystic Angel hasn't won for a while, but was good here last time out.
Certainly was. It was a great run against the tempo, I thought. Might be the value runner in the field.
Then we go to number 10, which is Penny to Sell. She hasn't won for a long time, but she's always had the ability, and she's had the one run back now.
And has won second up in the past as well. So up in distance will suit, and coming back against easier opposition in terms of the rating band. So not the worst.
And here's the stablemate So Feasible, who finished in front of Penny to Sell at Werribee.
Yeah, it goes in third up here, up in distance as well. I didn't mind the run at Werribee. I mean, it was up there on speed, vying for the lead and covering excess ground to 3 deep. So it was a good performance to finish second.
I don't know what it is, but it's Zoot Suit Right.
No, well, I can't help you either.
No, thanks for that.
What I can tell you is about whether or not I think it's got a chance. I just thought it might be outclassed here today. 4th run in this prep, up in distance. It's been running okay, but this is a race with a bit of depth.
And another lightly raced galloper here who hasn't won for 575 days is Split the Atom. That win was at Wangaratta back on the 24th of October 2014, Clint.
Yeah, and been competing predominantly over the 1,000 metres of late, last 2 starts anyway. So third up here, might appreciate the step up in trip, but this is a tough enough contest, and like you said, hasn't won in a while.
Okay, you're going to go just for a bit of value here because this favourite's a bit too short.